If you're having issues with S's and T's and sibilances popping through your reverbs, I can tell you right now that a lot of producers are making a huge mistake when it comes to trying to remove those, and I'm gonna show you the absolute easiest way you could possibly fix this. I've been doing this for a very long time. Works like magic, it's incredible. Let me show you. All right, so what I want to show you is just a little bit of this song. This is a song of mine called Shadow. This was released a while back. And what I'm going to show you is how these S's just really pop out on the reverb specifically.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off. The voices in my head that I can't make stop. The bullet in my foot that I can't walk off. No, I can't walk off.
So you can really hear it quite a bit. It's pretty intense, the S's popping through these reverbs. Now, the problem is that some of you might say, well, just turn the reverb down, but I don't want to turn the reverb down. What if you really want a super wet sounding vocal? What a lot of people are going to do is they're going to go into their reverb bus over here, right? So we have Valhalla, and they're going to do this. They're going to take a channel EQ strip, they're going to put it after their reverb, and they're going to do this, right? They're going to roll off the highs. Do not do this. Just literally don't do this, okay? The reason you should not do this is because this is going to completely transform the entire sound of that reverb by just removing all of the highs. And so that's like saying, there's too many S's on this vocal. You know what I should do? I should just roll off all the highs on the vocal, and then the vocal sounds like this.
Blood on my hands that I can't wash off.
Hopefully you can understand why that does not work. So what are you supposed to do then if you are having an issue with this? Well, what you should be doing instead is using de-essers. So let me actually put this on the room reverb, for example. I'm gonna mute out the other reverbs and delays so we can just entirely focus on the room. I'm gonna solo her voice. So let's listen to the room with nothing on it, just the room and her voice.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off. The voices in my head that I can't make stop.
And actually what I've noticed is Valhalla doesn't have as big of a problem. It doesn't accentuate these S's as much as room reverbs. And room reverbs are really good for giving a little bit of wideness to your vocals. Okay, so let's just try this. What happens if we just roll off the highs?
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off. The voices in my head.
Yes, it takes care of it. Is it that big of a deal to do it on a room reverb specifically? It's not the end of the world, but as you can hear, that room just got darker. Well, what if you don't want the room to get darker? Here's what you do instead. You're gonna put the reverb on your second slot, and in front of your reverb, you're going to put a de-esser. So for me, I'm going to be using de-esser from Black Salt Audio. Honestly, this thing is ridiculously easy. And what I'm gonna do is set it to reduce just a lot of the S's. I'm totally fine with it taking out way more where it is gonna sound lispy. We can just get rid of it. Let's listen now.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off. The voices in my head that I can't make stop. The bullet in my foot that I can't walk off.
So you do have to adjust it a little bit. I had to pull it down even more, but let's listen now. Listen to how the S's are just literally gone.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off. The voices in my head that...
Without it.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off.
Hands, when she finishes hands, you hear it.
Can't wash hands that I can't...
All right, let's put de-esser on.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off.
Now we're just getting the S popping out of her actual vocal, and it's not coming out of the reverb. Now I would probably want to, in hindsight, de-ess her vocal a little bit harder than I actually did on the real mix. And all of a sudden, with everything on, listen to how it sounds.
Like the blood on my hands that I can't wash off. The voices in my head that I can't make stop. The bullet in my foot that I can't walk off. No, I can't.
So there you go. That's how you fix that problem. You're welcome. We'll see you in the next video.